New York, the city that never sleeps. But even in this buzzing metropolis, no one was prepared for what happened on that stage when Prince Harry, usually composed and confident, appeared visibly shaken. What was supposed to be a triumphant public appearance turned into something far more troubling. A panic attack, right there on stage. So, what happened? Why did Harry's breakdown unfold in front of thousands? And what did Meghan's reaction reveal about their relationship? Let's dive into the moment that shocked insiders and changed everything. It all started when Harry and Meghan arrived at the event. Staff immediately noticed something was off. Harry, usually radiating royal calm, looked pale and distracted, like he was a man trapped in a spotlight, not stepping into it with ease. And while Meghan adjusted her hair for the cameras, Harry was just a few breaths away from losing control. Backstage, moments before stepping on stage, sources say Harry's breathing became shallow. His hands started shaking, and he froze. That's when panic set in. But what's even more surprising is Meghan's reaction. Instead of offering comfort, offering a touch or a word of support, Meghan was focused on herself. She was fixing her makeup, making sure every detail was perfect for the cameras, not giving her husband the reassurance he desperately needed. Now, what most people don't understand about Harry is the deeper weight he carries. For him, a camera isn't just a camera. Every flash, every click is a painful reminder of his mother's tragic passing. And insiders say that just before going on stage, Harry murmured something about the flashes. It wasn't just nerves, it was trauma, flooding back with each snap of the lens. The trauma he's tried to manage for years, but when the spotlight hits, it never truly leaves. Back in the UK, Harry's been able to manage those moments through military events and charity work. But in New York, this wasn't about purpose or service. This was pure spectacle, and the ghosts of the past rushed back to haunt him. Despite Harry's internal battle, he made it on stage. He delivered his speech, he smiled for the cameras, and, as always, he stood by Meghan's side. But those who saw him closely could tell something was off. Harry, once a towering figure in military uniform, now seemed like a man barely holding himself together. After the applause died down, the real drama began backstage. Harry, visibly shaken, walked off stage, avoiding eye contact with anyone. His breathing remained shallow, his hands still trembling. Security cleared a path so he could sit down and compose himself. And Meghan? She was reportedly glued to her phone, reviewing photos from the event to make sure the lighting was just right, making sure the narrative was perfect. No sign of concern for Harry, just the optics. This wasn't the first time such a scene had played out. Sources close to the couple have hinted at a recurring pattern. When Harry breaks down, Meghan recalibrates the narrative. It's like their marriage has two parallel realities: the emotional one, where Harry struggles, and the brand one, where Meghan continues to build her empire. The reality behind the cameras tells a much darker story than the one the public sees. And this wouldn't be the only time their carefully constructed image faced cracks. The next storm came in Paris. Meghan, feeling confident that her presence would guarantee headlines, showed up uninvited to a Balenciaga show. But what she didn't expect was Balenciaga's response. They barely knew her. They revealed that their relationship was limited to text messages, which sent Meghan into a fury. Instead of handling the situation herself, Meghan reportedly had Harry call the designer. The same man who had just suffered a panic attack was now being asked to clean up Meghan's PR mess. Then came the next bizarre PR move. Word spread that Harry and Meghan were dining privately with Ed Sheeran. The headline, "The Sussexes Dine with Britain's Biggest Star." Glamorous, right? Except it turned out Ed Sheeran wasn't dining with them at all. He was simply at the same restaurant. Yet somehow, the media was fed the fantasy, and the story went live before dessert. It was classic Sussex PR. Create the illusion, let the press run with it, and never correct the narrative. The world saw a glamorous association, but to insiders, it was a desperate grab for relevance, a couple chasing headlines through proximity, not substance. After New York, it was clear the Sussex circus was starting to unravel. Harry has reportedly kept his distance from high-pressure events, preferring preferring small gatherings and private dinners. Anything without the spotlight. But Meghan, she's already moved on to the next big thing, rumored to be collaborating with Vogue again and pursuing more brand partnerships. For her, the next project is always the cure. For Harry, it's another wound yet to heal. The real tragedy here is the contrast between their two worlds. Meghan continues to rise in the spotlight, moving from one high-profile project to the next. But Harry, he's been living in the shadow of the lights. A man caught between the trauma of his past and the performance of the present. The world may see a couple at the top of their game, but behind the scenes, Harry is tired. Tired of the flashbulbs, the expectations, the endless noise. He's searching for peace in a life that's anything but peaceful. And maybe, just maybe, the next time the cameras flash, Harry won't be standing beside her. Maybe this will be the moment he finally walks away from a life that nearly broke him. In the world of fame, perception is everything. But for Harry, the truth is beginning to reveal itself. And it's not about the perfect narrative. It's about finding peace in a life built for applause. And in that silence, he may just find his freedom.